All right, guys. Hey, everybody. It's Zach. Welcome back to the Heroverse. And, guys, we're back at it again with another pre-show live for Agatha All Along. Guys, this will be for episode 4. I am super, super excited for tonight's episode. I'm excited to see everybody in here. I already can see that we got 4 people in here, and we got 2 people in the chat right now. We have Bethany, and we also have Alterner. Nice to see you guys, of course. Bethany said, hey, Hero. Super excited for tonight's episode. Can't wait. I know I can't wait the know hear your hear your thoughts. Yeah. Um yo, you said yo Alterner, nice to see you. You said what's good? Not much, how are you? Bethany said, hey Alterner, how are you? And then Alterner, you said I'm great, how about you? Bethany, you said good, excited for tonight's episode. This show is really growing on me. Poor Miss Hart, yeah. Hey guys, like I said, I just want to show you guys. We got 6 people in here, but I want to show you. I have my Agatha All Along T-shirt, and it says down below. It says Agatha Harkness. I actually got this T-shirt at Hot Topic. I'm showing my love for the show because I really do love this show. It's great. I'm having a blast of a time with this show. I know the show is not for everybody, but I'm very very happy with the show, and I think it's one of the better Marvel Disney Plus shows that's come out in a long while. So like I said, I'm excited for tonight's episode, especially after how we ended last week's episode with Miss Hart. So I'm really really excited. When it come out, boy, it actually does come out at 9 o'clock. So 9 o'clock p.m. EST. That's when it drops. So if you live on the East Coast, it's going to drop at 9. So we have about an hour here to talk about predictions and our excitement for this new episode. So guys, let me know. Mikey Mike, nice to see you in here. It's been a minute. You said 9 p.m. Yes. Hey, Cross Guy, yeah. Boy, Cross Guy, yeah. Mikey Mike, you said nice. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I really do love this shirt, and I've been looking for an Agatha All Along shirt for quite some time now. Ever since the first 2 episode premiere, I've been looking for one. Haven't been able to find one, but my bro told me that they actually have them at Hot Topic, and I was like, okay, let me go check it out. And I came across this T-shirt, and I was like, yeah, this is the move. I like this shirt. It just looks so cool because it's the Witch's Road, which is really really dope, and it has Agatha Harkness. And it says Agatha Harkness. So I really do love that. It's just so clean. So I mess with it a lot. I think it's a really really cool shirt. So yeah, let me know people's predictions because like I said, last week's episode, spoilers for anybody in here that maybe hasn't seen last week's episode, seen episode 3, which was titled Through Many Miles of Tricks and Trials, which I just love the titles for these episodes. And like I said, I could not believe Mrs. Hart dying, but someone actually pointed out the only reason that Mrs. Hart died is because you had a part of the potion, which was the cure, you had to put your piece of hair in there so that way you could be cured from the poison. And they forgot to put Mrs. Hart's hair in the cure, so that's why she died, because she did take it, yes, but it wasn't gonna work for her because her DNA wasn't there, a part of the brew, a part of the potion. So I really did like how people pointed that out. I totally wasn't even paying attention that the fact that the only reason it didn't work is because they forgot to add Mrs. Hart's hair a part of the brew. So that was really really cool. Someone pointed that out over on TikTok, and I was like, oh my god, what little what how detailed was that, that went over everybody else's head except a couple of people, that the reason it didn't work is because they forgot Mrs. Hart's hair. Thought that was really really cool, and I'm excited to see what does this mean. Does this mean we could possibly get Mrs. Hart back down the line? I don't think so, because part of me doesn't think so, because it's like it took that to kill her, and they didn't get the hair in time to bring her back. And I'm wondering, is there could maybe one of them wish her to come back, but I don't know if they would waste their wish to bring her back, or who knows if they can even bring her back. I'm just excited to see where this is gonna go. You said, I think someone else will die tonight. You think so, Beth? You think someone else is gonna die tonight? That's actually interesting. That's really interesting. Why do you think that, and who do you think will die? Do you think it'll be Alice? Do you think it'll be what was it? I think it's Jillian or something That was one of the names of the witches. I always keep forgetting. So we're gonna pull up the the cast list because I want to make sure. Do you think I don't think it'll be Teen. Do you think it'll be Jennifer? I said Jillian. Do you think it's gonna be Jennifer, Alice, or do you think it's gonna be Lila? Let me know. Who do you think will die in tonight's episode, Bethany? Because you did say that there's a possible chance someone might die. Who? Jennifer, Alice, or Lila? Because I don't think it'll be Teen. I really don't think so. Cross Guy, you said I'll be real. Last week's episode was insane. For a mini series, you said you said last week's episode was insane for a mini series. It's exceeded my expectations for it. Yeah, it's really good. Cross Guy, you said the show overall. Okay. And Bethany said, yeah, I don't think she's coming back. Do you think someone else will die? I hope no one. A part of me feels like I wouldn't be surprised if like people keep dying. A part of this group that went on the witches road, like will everybody start dying off because the kind of trials that they're being put through to kind of see if they can go on to the next part of the witches road to get to the end of the witches road. I feel like they're going to get progressively worse and more dangerous, and I'm excited to see, will people start dying, or was it just going to be Mrs. Hart? I'm curious to know. I really don't know. This is a kind of great way to kind of tell us that they can kill people off by killing Mrs. Hart off, and that the witches road is no joke. That was a great way to kind of get us with our suspense of like, oh shit, like will someone die again next week? Like, it was a great way to do that, to tell us that the Witch's Road is no joke, and this is no easy task to get to the end of the Witch's Road. So I feel like that was a great way to, like, show us that they're not afraid to kill people off. I just don't know if we're actually going to have other people get killed off. So, I don't know if I'm saying your name right. I think, yeah, Stuart, right? Stuart. Yeah, Stuart Patterson, which, yeah, that's a cool name, Stuart Patterson. You said, have you seen the trailer? They summon a green witch who turned out to be Aubrey Plaza. I did see that. I did see that in a trailer, that she like comes out like from the ground in the Witch's Road, and she says to Agatha, wow, the bodies are really piling up. Like, that's what Aubrey Plaza's character, I'm trying to remember what her name is. I think it's, what is it? Rio. So Rio does happen to be on the Witch's Road, and I think we're going to see more with her, so I am excited. But you said turns out to be Aubrey Plaza, and can't wait for some of her singings. Also, Woo's character is the center of this episode, 70s rock episode. That actually is going to be fun. I'm excited. You said, yeah, Cross Guy, it was great. You said also, Plaza's previous quote, the bodies are really piling up, ladies. Leads me to believe people may die each trial. That's a possibility. That's what I'm thinking too, Stuart. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I'm excited. Like, I know this show's not for everybody, but like I said, I'm really excited. This show has been such a fun, unpredictable, wild ride, and it's just been, and I miss the theories. That's probably what I miss the most about a lot of the Marvel shows, is theorizing. And I feel like WandaVision and Loki are probably the two biggest shows that you could theorize with. I feel like Moon Knight was like a close third of the people theorizing of what could happen, but I really do love that feeling again of theorizing, seeing what's going to happen, and just really have this show be a surprise, because a lot of people thought they were not going to like this show, and it's been surprising a lot of people. And like I said, this show is good enough where I bought a t-shirt, which is great. Like, I had to run out and find a t-shirt, and I'm glad that I did. So I do agree with you, Stuart, that people could be dying each trial. So like, it could be Alice this episode, she could die, who knows. It could be Jennifer, and maybe maybe towards the end of the series, I don't know. Maybe it could be Lila. Like, it really does. We really don't know. Like, but I do like the idea of, we're thinking, oh my God, could this be a situation where like people do die after every trial because it keeps getting, more dicey and more challenging and more risk taking. I like the idea of that. And I think it should be that because this road is able to grant you what you want most. And I feel like if the trials weren't hard, if there was no consequences, I feel like anybody could be on the witch's road. And I like the idea that there is consequences and these trials are not going to be easy, and it's showing, and I love it. And I love the practical sets. The practical sets are phenomenal. I think they look great. I really do sometimes prefer practical sets if they can do it. Now I understand when they can't do it, but the CGI looks great. And I think so far we've had some pretty damn great CGI in some parts that I've been very happy with. And some of the transitions where it goes to normal, your normal kind of camera view where it's two bars and it cuts to IMAX, I find those visuals to be really great. How like they've been like having a lot of fun with the editing where it's like, oh, this is normal bars, but we're going to be in the trial now, let's bring it to IMAX. It's a clever way to bring IMAX to Disney Plus, and I do like how they're being clever with it. So really, really cool. You said, yeah, I can see that, Stuart. I think someone will die every episode. Bethany, you said, speaking of theories, do you have theory for how the show might be involved in the full MCU timeline? I'm not sure. That's actually a great question because I'm curious to know. We know this takes place 3 years after Multiverse of Madness. I don't know what's going on right now in the timeline with other movies and shows going on. I don't know. But I am interested to see how close is this to Loki, something that had dealt with kind of magic in the multiverse and stuff like that. Like, how close is it to something like that? I'm curious. Something that kind of is on par in terms of magic use in the multiverse and the big tree that Loki made of the multiverse. So the sacred timeline. So I'm just curious to know, where does this fall in line with that? So you make some great points. I want to know when you guys think this show could be taking place. Let me know. You said, Stuart, you said, yep, they seem to be extra meta, true, mystical happenings. Yeah, that make us theories what the themes and story represent, and they seem to be multi-layered. Remember WandaVision itself? Yeah, exactly. I completely agree. Remember WandaVision itself? Yeah, and then you said was a meta commentary on West, yeah, on West and our exports, weapons, and sitcoms being part of Wanda's trauma. Exactly. So I really do like how they're really using that, but they're doing it for Agatha. And they're really doing it with Agatha and her giving her child up for the Darkhold. So I can't wait to find out more about that. Especially, I want to see in a flashback in one of these episodes. I want to see a flashback to when she did it. That would be crazy because could you imagine? Bear with me for a minute. Could you imagine if we get an episode where it could be a trial, maybe, I don't know, and she has to face the fact that she did that. Maybe she has to relive through that. And she's actually giving her child up to Mephisto and getting the Darkhold in exchange. Could you imagine we see that? That'd be crazy. I don't know if we will. Very unlikely, but you never say never in a show like this. But I think it'd be really cool if we got like a flashback to that, how she got the Darkhold. We know what she did to get the Darkhold, but could we see it? That would be sick. I think that would be really, really cool. You said, Jamigi, nice to see you. Nice to see you in here. You said check the MCU timeline. I don't. Is it on the MCU timeline? Did they add it? I don't know if they did. I'm good. That's great. Loki happens everywhere all at once due to it being outside of time. Well, that you make a great point, Stuart. You make an actually like a really great point. But some parts of Loki were in parts of different timelines on the sacred timeline. You know what I mean? Different universes. Some parts did take place like that. So I'm interested to see where it could take place. And Marvel still likes to put stuff in order, and I'm wondering where Loki was put in the order of the timeline, or if where Agatha is put in the timeline. So we're gonna check that out real quick. Jimmy, you said people are saying the teen is Mephisto's son, aka Blackheart, but takes up the mantle of Wiccan. Okay, interesting. That's pretty cool theory, Jimmy. That actually is pretty interesting. I don't know. We'll have to wait. We'll have to see. But let me go to the timeline. Okay, MCU timeline. I don't know if they added it, but we're about to find out. Okay, no, this is just movies. Do they have movies and shows? I don't think so. I don't think they have the shows put together with the movies. MCU complete timeline. Okay. Here we go. This might be on it. Okay, so Loki, and again, this isn't specified because Loki season 1 and 2 is before What If. So I guess it's happening at the same time, all at once, around this time. I don't know. They need to specify that a little bit better because I'm a little confused on that. Okay, so this explains it. So Agatha All Along takes place after the Marvels, which is really, really cool. I actually enjoyed the Marvels. So to find out actually takes place after the Marvels is pretty cool. So I do like that. That's actually really cool. Along with like kind of things are at its peak, kind of after the events of Loki, kinds of, you know, things leading up to, of course, as we know, Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. So I do like the idea that we're kind of leading up all to something. Now, I don't know if Agatha will show up in like, you know, Avengers 5 or Avengers Secret Wars. I have no clue. I don't want to say it could be a possibility, but you never know. But that is cool that it takes place after the Marvels. I said, yeah, Sidna, you said we going down the road again tonight. Yep. Good to see you guys again. Nice to see you. Nice to see you in here, Sidna. Okay. You said, Bethany, you said, I definitely think Teen is not who he appears at all. I agree. I feel like even of the Funko Pop leaks, which I did see, which sucks. I'm kind of trying to like unsee them because I really want to just kind of like let the show me. But I'm still like here. I'm still kind of guessing. Is Teen who I really think he is, which of course is Billy, you know, or you know, aka Wiccan, or is he someone else? I don't know, and that's what I love is that I feel like I knew because of the leaks, but at the same time, I feel like I still don't know, and that's what I love. So we're just gonna keep going down on this journey of theories and kind of things like that. Okay, so Roberto, nice to see you. Roberto, how's it going? You got Twitch to see in live, please. Wait, you said you got Twitch to see in live, please. You got Twitch to see in live, please. Oh, do you mean like the show? Like do I got Twitch so you can like watch the show? Let me know what you mean. Stuart, you said, see, I don't believe she gave up her child. She made a deal which I think was for her soul or something, but Mephisto doubled bluffed her, ruined her soul, and took Nicholas for one deal. Keep those theories, Stuart. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Roberto said, are you going to show us the episode? I'm not going to show the episode. I can't show the episode due to copyright. I can't even show the episode on Twitch. So that is exactly what you're asking. Trust me, I wish I could. But if you actually want to watch my episode reaction, I will be reacting to it once I end stream at 9 o'clock. I will be ending stream roughly probably at like 8:50, 8:55 probably, because the episode does drop at 9. I'm going to record my reaction for Patreon. My Patreon is only $5 a month for movie and show reactions. It's definitely worth it. You can catch my episodes 1, 2, and 3 reactions to Agatha, but sadly I can't show it due to copyright. But you said either, okay, you said, are you going to show us the show? I did respond to that. Jamaica, you said either he's Agatha's son, and Stuart, Agatha to me felt too traumatized for it to be simple guilt. Oh, we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, I mean that. Yeah, sorry about my English. No, you're good. No, you're good. I totally understood what you meant. You said I only watched episode 1. Jamigi, you need to... Dude, Jamigi, watch... I mean, you got time right now probably to bounce out episode 2 at least, or maybe even just watch 3. I would have watched. I thought you watched all 3 episodes before tonight's episode, but yeah, you got some catching up to do, man. You said, oh yeah, Agatha seemed uh super traumatized. That is true. She does feel traumatized, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's just she feels traumatized because she regrets what she did, and it's like she does regret it because look, at the end of the day, she lost the Darkhold. She lost her powers, and at the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised if she realized what she did was wrong, and she keeps saying to herself, "Was it worth it?" And I feel like to her, it wasn't worth it. You know what I mean? But we'll have to wait and see. You could be right. I could be right. We won't know until the last episode, or probably the second to last episode. You said I love your Patreon channel, Zach. Can't wait to watch your reaction. Awesome. I can't wait for you to watch it. You said on Twitch, technically you can show the episode. I've tried doing movies on Twitch, and my Twitch lives have been taken down. I don't want to risk it. But if you want to see my reactions, definitely head over to the Patreon because they'll be up later tonight. So definitely go check it out. $5 a month, and it's free. It's free to use the Patreon app. But if you want to actually like watch my reactions, it's practically free. It's $5. Get movie and show reactions. And when Deadpool and Wolverine comes out, I'm gonna rewatch that over on Patreon. So we got some great things coming. You said totally, Bethany. I think Jennifer's heads up to teen was misdirect. Yeah, totally, Bethany. I think Jennifer's heads up to teen was totally a misdirect. Yeah, a part of me thought, and again, initially I was second guessing myself. I'm like, if he's not going to be Wiccan and Billy, Wanda's son, I feel like this could be Agatha's son. So regardless, I feel like I'll be right because it's one of those two. But we'll just have to wait and see. Now, I would be, unless they do like a full 360 and say it's actually just Mephisto's son. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know what they're going to conjure up. I'm interested to see what's going to happen. But I feel like he is Wiccan. I feel like he is Billy. So, I mean, but you said, yeah, Stuart, this is pretty clever show. Some things are just too obvious to be true, though. Lol. Yes, Stuart said yes. Stuart, you said people are going with you said guilt, but that wasn't guilt to me. I think the real world. You said I think the real. You said yeah. I think you said I think the real world. Mephisto. Yeah. Here is how women were treated back in the day, having kids out of wedlock, and looks at issues with the church, especially in Ireland and the U.S. Honestly, we'll just have to wait and see kind of what they do. I think this is the best of the MCU shows. Yeah, Sidna, I definitely agree with you. I think Agatha all along is definitely one of the better Disney Plus shows, I think, that we've had in a minute. Still think Loki is number one for me, and I'm on the cusp of saying I like this maybe more than WandaVision. I don't know yet. A part of me feels like it, but I don't know because I feel like yes, there's mystery here, but it's not so much of us overthinking as much, if that makes any sense. Because I feel like WandaVision, and mind you, I love WandaVision. I felt like it really was like making us theorize, especially with us knowing that it was going to connect to Multiverse of Madness. So I feel like we were just like overlooking at things a bit. But I feel like this show is so contained enough where I'm not doing that too much. But I don't know. I feel like also my enjoyment, I feel like I've been really enjoying this. Maybe a little bit more than WandaVision, but I love WandaVision. So I feel like they're both fighting for second place, I feel like. But Loki is my number one. Is always going to be my number one. So, yeah. You said... Oh yeah, you said feels like that. Yeah, you said because it feels like a TV show and not just an MCU movie in show format. I do see what you're saying. It actually feels like a show, but not a movie. I feel like the thing that felt more like a movie to me was probably Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That felt like more like a movie to me than any of the other ones. I feel like Falcon, and I was talking to my sister about this. I was like, I feel like the look of Falcon and the Winter Soldier really looks like a movie. It feels like they were really trying to make it be like, oh, this is like a special, you know what I mean? Not really a series, but like a special before we go into Captain America Brave New World. Like it's its own little mini movie. That's what it felt like. But all the other shows to me kind of felt like shows, but this really does feel like a show. I'm feeling the vibes. So I agree with you right there. You more excited to watch this or Joker 2? No, stop playing. Bethany, you know, you know how I feel about Joker. If you don't, I got a review up. Spoilers at the end. Go watch it. I don't even want to talk about Joker 2. I don't even want to talk about it. Yeah, so no, yeah, this feels like a show, like a TV show. The endings really have you wanting to watch more. It feels like other MCU stuff is a long movie. It feels more like yeah. This feels more like TV. I agree with you, Sidna, and I also agree with you, Bethany. I completely agree. Falcon and the Winter Soldier should have just been a movie and saved all of us some time. I agree. I agree. I completely agree because I can't even really sit through Falcon and the Winter Soldier that much anymore. I just feel like it didn't age very well a little bit to me. I feel like it should have been a movie. I agree. I do agree. That was probably the one project out of all the Disney Plus shows that really should have been a movie. It looked like a movie. They should have just done a movie. It just, but they, like I said, it just felt like a mini short film that they didn't want to call a movie, but they said let's just call it a series and let's just drag it out. But it had the synopsis, it had like the plot details to be a movie, but they just dragged it. I completely agree. I do agree. You said I feel like that could have been a movie. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think we all agree with that one. Guys, I just want to say thank you. We got 13 people in here. That's incredible. If you're new, make sure to subscribe. I'm trying to hit a goal of 1,000. Also, I just want to say thank you to everybody that are new here that subscribed. If you're watching this and you subscribed because you saw my Joker Folie à Deux review, thank you for subscribing, guys. Like I can't believe it. In the span of like I want to say a day or like 2 days, like we've gained probably about 20 new subscribers, which has been insane. Because initially I was at 909, I believe, or 910, and we went all the way up to 900. Like we're at like 930 something, which is insane on subscribers. So thank you to everybody if you are in here, and if you're not, and maybe you happen to watch it later, thank you. Or even if you're not in here, I just still want to say thank you to everybody that subscribed recently after watching my Joker review. Really much appreciated, seriously. But yeah, guys, we're almost to 1,000 subscribers. That's my goal. But also, I just want to say, guys, we also hit 1,000 on videos. So I officially kind of hit my 1,000 video goal. So round of applause for the channel. I can't believe I hit 1,000 videos. I've made 1,000 videos of me being on YouTube for about, I want to say 2 years now. I think it's been about 2 to almost 3 years. I always get that confused, but I think it's roughly about it's right coming up to almost 3 years I've been on YouTube, and the fact that I'm at 1,000 videos of like that's a lot of content. It's insane to me. So again, thank you to everybody for sticking with me and watching this family grow. It's truly insane. It still feels weird to me to be like I remember starting this channel, and I only have like I want to say 2 videos out, and I thought it would be like part of me felt like it just didn't seem like a reality to see where the channel would be right now. You know what I mean? It's like I knew I wanted this channel to be a place where everybody can come talk about what they love, whether it be comic book movies, whether it be shows, whether it be was it just pop culture stuff in general, collectible items, whatever. I made this channel so that people can have a safe place to talk, and I really wanted this to be a family. And the fact that it's become that, and this channel's been just growing so much this year, and I can't believe we're about to hit that 1,000 subscriber count. Hopefully before the end of this year. It's just insane to me. I really it thought like impossible, but I said to myself, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going because, like I said, I was motivated, and I'm still motivated, guys. So I just want to say thank you to everybody. It's truly amazing. Thank you. Okay, so you said, because I was rambling on, I want to actually like read the chat for a minute. You said I wish Eternals was a TV show first, bringing them together, and then they have a movie. That would have been fire. That actually would have been cool. That could have been that sounds fire. But I did like Eternals a lot. I know it's not everybody's favorite. You said the pacing would have been so much better if it was a movie. I agree, Sid. I totally agree. Jamigi, I don't like Falcon and the Winter Soldier villain. I didn't really like the Flag Smashers either. I think a lot of people really didn't. So you're definitely not alone on that, Jamigi. Stuart, you said you have seen Joker 2. Just give us a quick nugget. I'm in post production and studied film. I can watch. You said I can watch as a fan a deep tech. What did you say? Deep tech critic. Will I like it? I can accept musical elements. So I definitely recommend you watch my review because I go more in depth there. But if I'm being honest, the second Joker movie ruins the first movie. So if you love the first movie and kind of they really tried to use the first movie as a like a kind of like like a society piece of how we treat the mentally ill and how there are classes and in the character development of where Arthur went by the end of the film. This movie undoes all of Arthur's character development in this movie. And the like I said, the musical elements I wasn't excited before, but when I saw the trailer I was really excited. So the musical elements for me stop the plot from growing. It just completely stops it. So anytime we have a nugget of progression in the film where we actually feel like we're starting to move, it stops it right in its tracks. And it's almost like they did it too many times where there was no really path for the movie to get better. It just was like the musical moments just stopped the plot. So it was just spectacle over plot. It just didn't do it. This really felt like a cash grab. Sadly, I never thought I would say that about the sequel. It felt like a cash grab. So I was disappointed. I really was, and the ending was atrocious. Talk about the regression of character development. That was such a bullshit cop out, spit in your face to the fans that love the first movie. Like I said, my best way of saying about talking, my best kind of like takeaway from Joker is it was essentially I said it in my review, and I think I said it was visual candy. That's what it was. It was visual candy. Visual candy over plot. Nothing else. Disappointment. But yeah. Link of your Patreon. Yeah, guys, I'll drop the link to my Patreon right now. Of course, Roberto, I got you. Let me do that real quick. Let me share my Patreon. I'm actually gonna do that real quick. So give me a minute. Let me share. And I'm catch up to the chat in a minute. Sorry, guys, because I know you guys wanted to hear a little bit of a take on if you think Joker's worth seeing Joker 2. Let me share this real quick. Copy link, and I'll drop it here in the chat. Guys, I'm dropping my Patreon in the chat if you guys want to go check it out. So Roberto, it's in the chat now, the Patreon link. Only $5 a month. It's definitely worth it. Stuart, you said Jamigi, the villain wasn't bad. Those themes oddly played off against COVID, but she lacked depth in the script. Herself was well acted. Jamigi, the villain, it wasn't bad, and those oddly. Wait, I'm confused. What did I miss? You said I like the elements of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I thought the relationship between Bucky and the old Asian guy was really interesting. I wish we could have gotten closure with that. And you said, okay, Roberto, you said link to the Patreon. Then you said Jamigi. Okay. I get you. You said the post-credit scene of is Arthur watching. You said the post-credit scene, Superwise. You said the post-credit scene to Joker 2 is Arthur watching Agatha all along in his cell. Dude, would have been a better ending. It would have been a better ending. So hey, I would have took it. You said Serpent of Society should have been the main villain of Hydra again. Maybe Sin Red Skull daughter. Oh, that okay. Uh, Grand, Grandy. You said down, down, down the road, down the witch's road. Let's do it. Uh, and let me know if I said your name right, guys. I'm sorry if I butcher names. I am probably the worst person to pronounce names, so I don't know if your name is. I think it's just Grand, right? Grand. Let me know. Grand X Greedy. Let me know. Let me know if it's cool if I can call you Grand. Let me know if I'm saying that right. You supervise. You said part of me wants to rewatch Joker 2 and see if it gets better or worse, but the other part of me just wants to never relive that. Dude, I'm never watching that movie again. Ever. I don't want it on my screen because I'm going to have to throw away my television because it was on the screen. Don't want it. I stick to what I said when you said when you posted about the Rotten Tomatoes score. I think this Joker 2 was worse than Madam Web. And the reason I say that, and again, a lot of people that saw Madam Web know how or heard about how bad Madam Web was are probably like, Zach, you must be out of your mind. It could not have been that worse. Madam Web, I had no faith for. I went into that movie knowing what I was going to get. I don't think people understand how excited I was for Joker 2. I love the first movie. I own it on 4K Blu-ray, and then I own it again because I found the steelbook of the 4K Blu-ray of the first movie on steelbook, and I have the actual theater poster from Joker 1. Like, from the theater. I love that first film. I loved what the messages were. I loved the visuals. I loved the acting. And they undid everything in the sequel. Such a spit in the face cash grab. I'm never, ever, ever gonna want to ever watch the movie again. Own the movie. No. Because like I said, I actually had hopes for Joker. I had no hopes for Madam Web. But I'm telling you, that's what makes Madam Web better than Joker 2. I'm sorry. But yeah. So, I'll see. Okay, so you said, pardon me. Okay, you just got. Let me. So Stuart, you said I'll see it for my own opinion. But it's such a shame if that's also my takeaway. As Gaga could have been a unique Harley, but apparently she is underused. She's very underused. It feels like they only put her in here just for the fact that Todd wanted to be different and make it a musical, and said, why don't I get someone that is starting to act now that is a musician? Let me get Lady Gaga. It felt like that. They didn't do much with her at all. She wasn't even the highlight of the movie. Like I said, it was just, acting was great. Visuals were great. No plot. Visual candy. That's the best way I can describe this film. The thing that I love about the first film, and this is the last thing I want to talk about so we can keep talking about Agatha, is that the first film, everything was a character. Every part, every visual, every sound, every word, the actor, you know what I mean? Like the actor's movements, everything was a visual, had a character to them. You know what I mean? Like the score, the visuals, it just felt like it was a character and it was saying something. This movie, I didn't feel that, and I'm annoyed about that. But I can't wait to hear your opinion, Stuart, about Joker 2. Let me know what you think. If you like it, that's great. I really want people to, if they, you know what I mean, that still have hope for this movie and really think that they'll like this movie. I want you guys to like this movie. For me, if you love the first movie, I'm telling you, this is such a regression, and this is just it felt like, oh, gotcha, you know what I mean? The messages we made in the first movie, well, they didn't matter. You know what I mean? It felt like that. It felt like such a got you. It's no. But yeah, I'm really excited to hear what you have to say, Stuart, though. Let me know. You said, yeah. Yeah, you said, hey, nice to see you, Jerry. Nice to see you in here. Guys, let me kind of catch up back with the chat. So you said, Jerry, you said, hey, everyone, just got home from church. How's everyone doing so far? We are doing great. Nice to have you in here, Jerry. I'm glad you liked my Sonic Screwdriver 15th Doctor unboxing. I was really excited to hear what you had to say about it, so I'm glad to have you in here. Okay, so Stuart, you said, "Bless ya, I'm a bit dyslexic, so I get it. I write long sentences without grammar." Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah. Um, Superwise, you said, "I tore up my Joker 2 poster and had no regrets, laughing my ass off." Dude, if you watched my review, I said I wanted to tear it. I wanted to crumple it in my seats. I was like, I was so angry at the end of the film. I was like, I was so upset. I wanted to just crumple it and throw it in the theater and just walk out of the theater. But I didn't. I said I waited until after my review, and I just went like this over the trash can and went, threw it away. Didn't need it. But I agree with what you did. You didn't even keep your poster low. I did not. Jamigi, you said same. I'm dyslexic too. Stuart, yeah, I'm so glad that like we have a lot of people in here. You know what I mean? It's really really great. You know what I mean? And like I said, we're all about spreading love, positivity, and motivation, and cheering people on. And everybody is welcome here. You know what I mean? I actually I had a reading disability. When I was younger, I really just couldn't read. So that's something I wanted to share with you guys. Like I did have a reading disability. So and I had trouble with math. So that's another reason why I wanted a safe place for people that have disabilities and stuff. I wanted and want a safe place to be to celebrate the things that they love and can share who they are. And this is such a place where everybody is welcome. If you spread love, positivity, and motivation, as long as you do that, it doesn't matter what race you are or anything, you're welcome. So I'm so glad that we all feel comfortable to just say this stuff here. It's truly great, and this is what I wanted for a channel, so it's great. You said, "Wow, I can't believe you liked Madam Web better." Dude, it's not even the fact that I liked Madam Web better. I just feel like that didn't disappoint me, so that automatically makes it better because I had no hope with that. I had hope for the Joker. So automatically makes Joker the worst film, the worst movie. Because in a nutshell, this should have been better than that, but it wasn't. So it's worse. So it's worse than Madam Web. It's just facts. So a lot of people in the industry are neurodivergent, so there is hope for all of us, Jamegi. Yeah. Jamegi, you said the first time I watched Joker, I was on an airplane. Really? Best movie to watch on an airplane. It's a great movie. I still think the first movie is great. I just don't. What Joker 2? Right? Like what? What Joker 2? You said, hey Jerry, how are you? Yeah. They cut out so much footage. Movie should have been called Trial of Arthur Fleck, not fully a do. I completely agree. Completely agree. My plane movie of yeah. You said my wait. You said my plane movie of all movies was Paddington. Lol, need light hearted comedies when doing something not natural to men. Men like flying. Lol. Yeah. Understandable. So yeah, yeah. I don't think I've ever watched a movie on a plane. I've only been on a plane once, and it was like a couple years ago when I went to Universal. And I don't. I just listened to music with my beats. I don't think I've ever watched a movie. But I'm taking a trip to LA next year, so probably I might try to play a movie. I don't know. Which taxi driver? Wait, you said what's Taxi Driver? It's like the Joker, but better. Starring Robert De Niro. I agree to disagree, Jamigi. I understand the Joker movie. The first movie was inspired by the movie Taxi Driver, but I just like the concept of Joker better. I never really, you know what I mean? Yeah, something can be inspired by it, but it's not one to one, in my personal opinion. I don't think it really is, but I just like the Joker dynamic, adding that, whether it's a homage or not, which it is, but I just find I like Joker more. That could be dyslexic of what? That could be dyslexic. Yep, quite possibly dyslexic. Get a test and make sure you have support and remember it's a superpower. Are you mean about what? About how I had a reading disability? Yeah, I got tested for everything. I'm not dyslexic. But you said, yeah, you said Joker 2 is all in our heads for real. It's not real. Yeah, I just I I felt like I couldn't even process what I watched. Like I just still um Nate, yeah, right. Nadine, let me know if Nadine, right? Nadine, let me know. Why wasn't it come out? Yeah. It comes out at 9. So the Agatha episode drops at 9. No worries. Does anybody know why episode 4 isn't out yet? Yeah, it drops at 9 p.m. EST. So it's about to drop in a couple of minutes here. Guys, I will catch you after the episode is done. If you want to check out my Patreon, it's in the description right now in the chat, or not description. It's in the description, but it's also in the chat because I did put it in the description. So definitely go check it out. The Patreon, if you guys actually want to watch my reactions, I have a whole bunch of other different reactions on there. Even go check it out. See if anything entices you to want to subscribe to my Patreon. But definitely, it's worth it. $5 a month for all movies and show reactions. It's great. So definitely go check it out. You said, Stuart, don't become an Uber driver though. I did during COVID. It nearly, well, you said it nearly or quite possibly sent me mad. Well, yeah, that was a tough time. That was a tough time. So I can see being an Uber driver could be like really stressful. But yeah, like you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm so confused. 2 a.m. for me in Liverpool. Oh, Stuart, really? You're from Liverpool. Okay, damn. I'm really reaching out to everybody. That's great to hear. I love hearing where everybody is. It's just crazy to me. Also, we got 18 people in here. Thank you to everybody. Make sure to like the stream, guys. And we will be back here. I'm actually going to show you guys for people that don't know. Also, this is my solo leveling kind of opening theme, like the opening intro to solo leveling. But so if you go to my channel, if you go to my lives and you can put notifications on, there's going to be an after party discussion for episode 4 of Agatha All Along. Make sure to go like it right now. Make sure to like it. And and you can chill in the chat whenever you guys are done with episode 4 of Agatha All Along. But in the meantime, like I said, make sure to, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe, put on notifications, and make sure you put notifications so you can get notified when I go live. Most likely we'll be going live at 10. Because the episode does drop at 9, and I might be on earlier depending on how long the episode is, but just you can chill in the live, talk to one another, maybe about what you thought about the episode, and then I'll kind of like read the chat and catch up and give you guys my thoughts on what I thought about episode 4 of Agatha. But like I said, the episode should be dropping pretty soon here. Oh, okay, that makes way more sense. Okay, yeah. Episode drops at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Yes, at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, it's already Thursday for me. Damn, I'm in your future. Lol, you are. So, you definitely are. But I just want to say, welcome to everybody that is new here in the chat. Like, welcome to everybody. And again, if you're new, subscribe because we do this every Wednesday at 7:50. I put the pre-streamer on and we go live at 8 p.m. EST. Talk for an hour about predictions for each new episode of Agatha. I stop the stream at 9. Go do my reaction on Patreon, and then I start it back up at 10. So, yeah, like I said, we have a 2-episode finale sometime in October, I believe, or early November. I can't remember when the 2-episode finale is, but I know I most likely won't be live until about, like, 11, probably, roughly. So, but like I said, I'm super excited for tonight. It is 8:58. I'm actually going to refresh the page. Like, give me a minute, guys. I'm actually going to refresh and see if it'll be dropping pretty soon here. You said yeah already Thursday. Yeah. So also, guys, yeah, like I said, we got 5 likes so far, and we got 13 people watching. So make sure to like the stream. I'm gonna refresh the page, guys, to make sure everybody liked the stream. But make sure to like the stream if you haven't done so already. Let me see. I guess I didn't even have to do that. I could just click that, right? Yeah, cool. How many likes we got? We got 5 likes, guys. Make sure to like the stream. We're at 12 people watching. Make sure to like it. We got 6 now. Guys, if you haven't done so, make sure to like the stream. You said October 30th for you guys, 31st for me. So actually Halloween. That's awesome. So like I said, we have a 2 episode season finale, and I'm super excited for that. So we're gonna be doing this every week. If you like what we do here, make sure to subscribe. But it is 8:50. It's 8:50, guys. It could be at any minute. I'm actually gonna charge my headset in the meantime. You said, could Stuart Patterson be a secret TVA agent? Possibly. Possibly. So yeah, guys, I really really do love doing these every week. It's truly fun, and I just love talking to you guys. You said, haha, I wish. You might be. You might just be, just be like trying to get us off of the fact that you might be a TVA agent. You just might be. Well, Jerry, he's in the future. Never know, never know. But yeah, what I'm gonna do is turn on my AC unit because it is getting hot in my room. Very hot in the studio in the hero cave. All right. I am back. You said no, I'm just in the UK. I wish. Well, that's awesome that you're in the UK, and the fact that you're finding my videos. That's also another great thing, guys, is that the channel has gotten so big, this family has gotten so big that we are reaching out to the UK. We are reaching out to something like, I can't remember some other places from, like, we're just reaching everywhere, and it's insane. Like I just am really grateful that my videos are reaching out and the fam is growing. What's up, Beth? What the heck? But yeah, guys, it is 8:51. So like I said, this episode will probably most likely be up at like 9 on the dot, because it's been like that lately, where the episodes have been dropping at like 9. So that's probably when the episode will drop. Is most likely at 9. But any final predictions before I end stream? Let me know. Baking, what he said, baking in them studio lights. It got hot in here. I had to turn on the AC. It got real hot. I think you had people from, Indonesia, Australia. Yeah, I'm technically from South Korea. Well, yeah, like I said, we've reached pretty much all over the world, which is just insane to me. I just typed in Agatha all along and clicked on live. You came up. I usually click on a few, and those that are more engaging I stick with. Yeah. Well, welcome. I'm glad you found the live, and I'm glad you found the channel. Like I said, this channel, as you can see in my bio of my channel, is about spreading love, positivity, and motivation. And yeah, if you're looking for a place to talk about what you love with Marvel, or in any form of like TV or movies, or just even about your day, we talk about it here. So welcome. That's so awesome, Stuart. Zach is really showing up. He works hard on his channel. Thanks, I appreciate it so much. You said NAF. Let me know if I could be butchering it. NAF. You said how many minutes till release? It actually is going to be dropping in a few minutes here. It drops at 9 p.m. EST. Judging on where you live, it might be different. If for you, it might be what is it? There's EST, and then there's, I forget the other one. I forget, like Pacific Standard Time or something like that, or PST. There we go. I don't know why I was forgetting it. But yeah, for if you live on the East Coast, it's gonna be dropping in a few minutes here, because it is 8:54. It'll be dropping at 9. I do like some of the other people, but new rock stars and others can seem to gatekeep things, so I like this. Yeah, I do follow new rock stars. I'm curious what you mean by the gatekeeping. I do like some other people, but new rock stars and others can seem to gatekeep things. Well, I really don't like when people gatekeep things. You know what I mean? Especially when people have been in the MCU since the beginning. I think all fans are welcome in the MCU. So whether you came in after Endgame, welcome. You know what I mean? Whether you've been here since the beginning, welcome. The whole gatekeeping thing, I never understood. Never. Even when Daredevil, like, it officially became canon, or Charlie came back to be Daredevil, I saw people gatekeeping Daredevil, which I thought was very weird. I don't know why people did that. Because we should want everybody to love Daredevil and want to be a part of the fandom. I never understood that, but I completely get what you mean. Cindy, you said 5 minutes. Yep, in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Can't wait to come back on here, guys. Really, really. So I'm gonna end stream now. I'm gonna end stream because it's gonna be dropping in any minute here. But I hope everybody has a great day, a safe day, and I'll catch you guys after episode 4 of Agatha All Along. Like I said, if you want to watch my reaction, the link is in the chat, and the link is also in the description. If you guys want to kind of check around, see the vibe of what we do over on Patreon, it's kind of like what we do here, but I actually have the same layout, but I'm actually doing a full-length reaction to the episode, no cuts. So if you want to see my raw, genuine reaction to each episode of Agatha, along with some other shows on the top of my head, like Last of Us, which I will be reacting to Last of Us Season 2 next year, and some other ones I can think of, like Loki Season. I did a rewatch for Loki Season 1. I reacted to Loki Season 2 for the first time on Patreon. We have some movie reactions over there, and I also did reactions to Percy Jackson. So there's a lot of things that you guys can go check on my Patreon, and they're in the collections tab. So when you go on my Patreon, if you click the link right now, there's a collections tab, and it shows you all of the content that is under the $5 tier, which is TVs and movie reactions. So all the stuff you see in my collections tab, except the Marvel Legends unboxings, will be underneath the $5 tier. So go check it out. And if you're interested, I would love to have you guys over there, because we're trying to get to 100 subs over on Patreon. You said their theories go off too much at times. I agree. Stuart, I agree. Sometimes they're way overboard. I completely agree. Yes, theirs go off too much at times. It can seem dismissive or even steal theories low, but I like Jess from New Rockstars. I like Jess too. Okay. I do get what you mean. I've had some bad interactions with people from New Rockstars in the comment sections. Of some people that, guest on New Rockstars. We've had some disagreements about directions for some projects, and they've been very rude about how I thought something was going to go, and they think it's going to go a different way. So I get what you mean. You know what I mean? I like certain people at New Rockstars. I don't really like everybody at New Rockstars, but I completely agree. Sometimes they can gatekeep. Bye everyone. It was nice chatting with you. See y'all at the I think you meant at the after party. Yes. 3 minutes. Enjoy all. Hope we get Aubrey Plaza. Magnificence. Yeah. I hope so. You said bye, Bethany, Jamaica, and Zach, and everyone else. Bye, Stuart. Nice to have you in here. Hope to see you in the after party. Screen Crush fell off. I completely agree, Jamaica. All right, guys, we're going to end it. Hope everybody has a great day, a safe day, and I'll catch you guys in the after party at 10 o'clock. Peace.